The year 2025 is not just another year on the calendar. It is the moment when Saturn, the powerful planetary ruler, will begin to rewrite your destiny. You don't expect it, but change is on its way. Are you ready? No. Then read no further. Or read on so you don't miss your chance. Scorpios, this is going to be your year. 5 markers of doom, and each one is inescapable. Everything you thought about your future could come crashing down in an instant. You don't believe me? But Saturn doesn't ask if you believe. He will act regardless of your wishes. 16 years is the term that, under Saturn's harsh influence, now defines your life. We'll rewrite the script. New horizons will open up, but old paths may close forever as well. Do you want this to happen? How will you be prepared for it? The year 2025 presents you with a choice: will you realize your mark of destiny or will you miss it? Time is inexorable and Saturn will not wait. Saturn in 2025, the beginning of a new era. Saturn is the planet of karma and lessons. Its influence on the zodiacal circle is not just tangible, it shapes destinies, giving opportunities and taking them away. In 2025, Saturn enters a new phase, and for Scorpios, this moment will plunge them into transformation like a lightning strike. Abrupt change becomes inevitable. Its brutal rigor will, like a magic wand, rewrite your life. This year is not just another year on your astrological calendar, it is a turning point. For Scorpios, it's not just a year, but the beginning of a new era. An era in which every step, every word, every decision will be under the microscope of Saturn, who, like a strict teacher, will be watching how you handle karmic tasks. If you are ready for it, get ready to change forever. If not, Saturn will show you how great his power is. Rewriting destiny. Why is 2025 a momentous year? Saturn is not just a planet. It is a karmic teacher who does not come into your life empty-handed. He will not give you easy paths, but he will open your eyes to what has been hidden, force you to deal with what has not been on your radar. 2025 is his moment to set the record straight on many issues that you may not have even thought about. Saturn moves in its cycles, and this cycle for Scorpios is not just important, but incredibly crucial. Be prepared to make your destiny clear. This year will cut off old ties, bring new paths, and write the script for the next 16 years. How will this affect your life? It will start with profound changes as Saturn begins to reset your karmic mechanisms. The year will be filled with important lessons that can only be traveled with those who are ready for a complete transformation. Be careful, to miss this moment is to lose a chance at a future you never even dreamed of. Scorpios, remember this: the rewriting of destiny has already begun. Don't miss your mark. The 5 marks of destiny for Scorpios. What exactly will change? The 5 marks of destiny are not just abstract predictions, they are specific moments that will change the lives of Scorpios in 2025 and beyond. These events will be profound, transformative, and irreversible. Each marker is like a pivotal moment that knocks you out of your comfort zone to bring you into a new reality. Let's break down what's in store for you. Career and professional recognition. The first marker will touch your professional life. You will feel old patterns and structures crumbling, giving way to new, more promising opportunities. This could be a new position, recognition for your achievements, or an unexpected professional discovery. Perhaps you will start building a career in a completely new sphere. The main thing is to listen to your inner call, and Saturn will show you the way. Relationships and personal life. The second marker will be related to relationships. This is either a new romance that will change your life, or a breakup that will allow you to leave toxic connections in the past. Importantly, these changes will be unstoppable. It may be at this point that you realize it's time to be honest with yourself and your loved ones. You will learn to choose people who align with your new life energy. Personal development and inner transformation. The third mark relates to personal growth. Saturn is the planet of discipline and self-control. In 2025, Scorpios can take a fresh look at their lives through experiences that will reveal the depths of their soul. You may begin to work on yourself, psychological cleansing, rethinking your goals, or changing your life priorities. This will be a year of inner strength. Financial and material changes. The fourth marker has to do with finances. Scorpios will be able to catch the moment to increase income, investment projects, or move to a new financial level. Be prepared for change. New opportunities may appear suddenly, but they will require decisive action and the ability to take risks. Saturn in 2025 does not promise easy paths, but it will reward you for your patience. Health and well-being. The fifth mark relates to physical condition and health. In 2025, Scorpios will have to rethink their habits and approach to life. Perhaps old illnesses or ailments that you thought you had healed will remind you of yourself. But don't worry, it is through these challenges that you will be able to strengthen your body and spirit. Health problems will open up new ways for you to develop yourself and strengthen your immune system. Label 1, the phenomenon of the disappearance of Saturn's rings. This phenomenon is simply impossible to ignore. Saturn's rings are a symbol of his powerful energy and order. When they disappear, the entire zodiac feels the process. It is as if Saturn is freed from its usual appearance and its energy changes character. This phenomenon is rare, but in 2025 it will be the backdrop for dramatic change. But what does this mean for Scorpios? It's like a resurrection. Old limitations, habits, and ways will be gone. It's important to realize that the disappearance of Saturn's rings is not just an astronomical event, but a sign of a reset. You will feel your inner structures being reorganized and new horizons opening up. This is not just a time for change, it is a period of global transformation. How will the disappearance of the rings affect Scorpios? First of all, you will experience freedom from old attachments. Some old concepts, life attitudes will disappear, giving way to new ideas and opportunities. There will be a feeling that you can finally rewrite your life, act in your own way, without restrictions. But this freedom will not be unconditional. Saturn will demand that you take responsibility for your actions, for new opportunities always bring new challenges. This mark is the beginning of a new era in which there will be no going back to the old for Scorpios. The future is already beginning, and it may not look like what you expected. But will it be worse? Not likely. Scorpios always find a way to turn any change into a victory. Label 2, Karmic Events That Change Lives. The year 2025 is not just a year of change. It's a year when karmic events will literally rewrite the destinies of Scorpios. So what are karmic events? They are moments when it seems like the entire universe finds a way to pay you back, for good deeds or past mistakes. These events will have deep meaning, and they won't always be obvious at first glance. But for Scorpios, karma isn't punishment. It's a chance. A chance to free themselves from old shackles, to get rid of debts not only material but also emotional. Forgiveness, cleansing, a new look at your past actions and relationships, that's what this mark will bring. Perhaps you will encounter situations where you will have to correct old mistakes or make a step towards people you once offended. But the most important thing is that each such situation will be a turning point towards personal freedom and evolution. How do you recognize karmic events? They will be like fateful coincidences, moments when you meet old acquaintances, see familiar faces, or find yourself in familiar situations. But these events will be beyond ordinary logic. Don't try to find a rational explanation, trust your intuition. When karma comes knocking in your life, it's important to be willing to open yourself up to new lessons and not be afraid to change. Use these events to your advantage, realizing that they bring not only a lesson, but also the power to transform. This is a chance to reclaim your power, process your experiences, and take steps toward a brighter future. Label 3, Conflicts and Awakenings, What Needs to be Resolved. In 2025, Scorpios will not be able to avoid conflicts. However, it's important to realize that these conflicts are not an accident. They are a necessary part of the awakening process. These clashes, these outbursts of tension will serve as catalysts for your change. Expect old issues to resurface again this year, but this time you will have to make a decision that will determine your future destiny. Why are conflicts so important? Because they are a mirror in which Scorpios will be able to see their fears, doubts and unresolved inner issues. This is a time when you have to solve not only external issues, but also internal ones, with yourself. Each conflict will be deeper than it seems at first glance. It will expose what you should have eliminated long ago, but you were afraid or put off. How do you reframe these internal conflicts? The first thing is to recognize them. Realize that behind these conflicts is not just an unpleasant situation, but a deep internal process that needs to be resolved. Don't be afraid to face what you have previously avoided. Second, free yourself from old limitations. Often conflicts occur because you are still clinging to old concepts, old beliefs or habits. Break free and you will see conflict turn into a resource for growth. This year it is important not to suppress emotions, avoid arguments and controversies, but to learn to face your fears and address issues that have long remained invisible. This will be your path to inner awakening, when every conflict and every clash with reality will open a new path to harmony and balance in your life. Label 4, Financial and Career Changes. The year 2025 will be a year of financial and career changes for Scorpios. Saturn's influence as the planet of structure and order will lead to a reassessment of your career guidelines. You may feel that it is high time to change course, change direction or find a new field to realize your ambitions. This is a year when you will clearly feel the need to reorganize not only external processes, but also your internal value system. Saturn is a planet that does not tolerate chaos. It puts everything in the right order, opening paths for those who are ready to build their lives according to clear and transparent rules. But what does this mean for Scorpios? It means that it's time to abandon old approaches, to reorganize the habitual model of life, which does not bring the desired results. This is a time for new plans, new career orientations. Saturn will require you to exercise rigid discipline and make decisions that may seem difficult and risky, but in fact, it is precisely such steps that will open up new horizons for you. However, despite the challenges, the opportunities for growth in 2025 will be overwhelming. This will be a year where you can go through a transformation and create the career you've long dreamed of. Difficulties and obstacles will only be temporary, as Saturn offers you the chance to become the true architect of your destiny, if you're willing to work at your limits. Label 5, Personal Transformation, Opening New Horizons. What will change in the deepest, inner world of Scorpios in 2025? This will be a period of massive psychological and spiritual changes that will open up entirely new horizons for you. Saturn's influence will not only be external, it will also affect your soul, forcing you to rethink your place in the world and the meaning of life. Psychological changes will be accompanied by intense inner work. You will be asking important questions about who you really are and what is important to you. These questions will require an openness and willingness to self-discovery that could be a real awakening for you. This year you will be able to free yourself from old blocks and refresh your perception of life. Transformation will come through recognizing your strengths and weaknesses and accepting your shadow sides. Spiritual changes will be no less powerful. Expect new events, discoveries and knowledge to help you shift your horizons in your perception of the world. Your inner world will begin to take on new meaning, and your inner light will allow you to better understand your calling and true desires. This will be a time when new information and deep experiences will open up completely unexpected paths of development for you. Do not be afraid of change. This is a necessary process that will lead you to a state of harmony and inner freedom. Scorpios experiencing this year will experience profound changes in their perception of life, and these changes will open up completely new horizons that will bring happiness and true fulfillment. Saturn through 2041, how will your script be rewritten? Saturn is a planet that is primarily associated with time, structure and karma. Its influence on Scorpios in 2025 will be just the beginning of a long process of change that will be felt over the next 16 years. These years promise to be a time of thorough change for you. Saturn will work to rewrite your life script by introducing new tasks and challenges in stages. The forecast for the next 16 years shows that you will go through several key stages of transformation. At the beginning of this period, Scorpios will feel the need for a global overhaul of their life guidelines. Those goals and aspirations that seemed important before may lose their importance. This is the time for new life projects, new long-term ambitions. By the middle of this period, the life of Scorpios will begin to acquire a clearer and more balanced structure. You will move toward high goals with a sense of inner confidence and understanding of your strength. Saturn, as a karmic teacher, will endow you with knowledge and experience that will be the basis for sustained success in the future. Saturn is not in a hurry, but its influence is always felt deeply and over a long period of time. During these 16 years, Scorpios will work to balance the material and spiritual, to find harmony in relationships, career and personal life. Each new step will be built on a stable foundation, and the results of this work will be seen after many years. Global changes in the life of Scorpios, from 2025 to 2041. Saturn's influence in the next period will create a whole series of global changes that will affect the life of every Scorpio. From 2025, a period of dramatic change will begin that will affect many areas of life, from career to personal relationships. These are the years when life values will be revised and priorities will be reassessed. The main major events that will affect the life of Scorpios in the long term will be related to financial stabilization, growth of professional opportunities and strengthening of family and personal ties. We'll go through turning points in the career sphere, when it will be necessary to make important decisions related to new opportunities for growth and responsibility. Scorpios should be prepared to leave old and outdated directions that no longer serve their goals. For example, old careers that don't offer opportunities for growth can be replaced with new challenges and innovative approaches. In relationships, especially in one's personal life, important cleansings may occur, leading to new, deeper connections and partnerships. Some old views on life that Scorpios have held up to this point will begin to gradually recede into the past. In their place will be a time of new horizons and refreshed ideas that will shape their path through 2041. One way or another, during these 16 years, Scorpios will be creating their new reality, where strength and independence will be their main drivers. Saturn will demand constant effort, discipline and sacrifice, but the result will justify all the effort invested, leading to greatness, success and harmony. How to embrace change without losing yourself. Scorpios, you face the challenge of accepting the inevitable changes that Saturn's influence brings, but without losing your essence and true path. It's not an easy process, but with the right approach you can master the art of adaptation without compromising your personality. Change is not always comfortable, especially when it affects the main areas of life, career, relationships and inner harmony. But it's important to remember that every challenge Saturn brings is a karmic lesson meant for your growth. Instead of resisting these lessons, learn to accept them with an open heart. Recognize that change is not an enemy, but a helper, leading you to new opportunities and personal progress. In 2025, you need to learn how to manage your inner world. This is a time for self-reflection, for figuring out which old patterns of thinking and behavior no longer serve you. Pause for a moment, give yourself time to reflect and realize that it is in this change that your power lies. Don't be afraid of the unknown. If you remain internally confident and open to new experiences, change will not be intimidating. Remember that your awareness and inner balance are the anchors that will help you stay yourself even as the world around you changes. Tips for Scorpios: how to work with astrological influences in 2025. The year 2025 promises to be a momentous year, and to make the most of its opportunities, Scorpios need to consciously work with astrological influence. Here are some practical guidelines to help you align your energy with planetary flows and live this year to the fullest. Be aware, before taking important steps, carefully study what astrological transits are taking place at that moment. For example, Saturn's influence in 2025 requires you to be disciplined and strategic. Plan actions based on astrological predictions, and try to work with the energies rather than against them. Use retrogrades to analyze the past. During periods of retrograde planets, especially Mercury retrograde, take time to analyze and re-evaluate your past decisions. This is a great time to close old debts, correct mistakes, and free yourself from unnecessary obligations. Listen to your intuition but trust your mind. Neptune's influence can make you dream, but it's important not to let these dreams cloud your common sense. Use your intuitive acuity to guide your actions, but be sure to check them for realism. Activate your strengths. Scorpios are known for their resilience and advanced intuition. 2025 offers a chance to use these qualities to get through the challenges Saturn will bring. Work with the energies of the planets to help yourself become stronger and wiser. Avoid excessive control. Saturn can increase your desire to control anything and everything. However, in 2025, it's important to trust the process and let go of total control. Find a balance between discipline and flexibility, between planning and spontaneity. Choose your surroundings carefully. Saturn's influence requires you to be stable and focused. Surround yourself with people who support your development path, and avoid those who may distract or slow your progress. Open up to new horizons. Saturn in 2025 will give you a chance to reset, but it will require you to be determined and ready for change. Allow yourself to open yourself up to new opportunities that may seem out of the ordinary, but it is these that will open up new vistas for you. Don't forget that astrology is not only about predictions, but also about how to interact with cosmic processes to create the best conditions for your growth and well-being. Why 2025 will be a pivotal year. You can't miss the chance. The year 2025 is a moment of truth for all Scorpios. Saturn, the planet that symbolizes karmic destiny and orderliness, challenges you to realize your true goals. This is not just another year in your life cycle. It is a turning point where all possible paths cross, and it is now that you are deciding where to go next. This year will open doors in front of you, but catching them in the moment of opening is your chance. If you miss it, you may find yourself in a situation where the karmic influence has receded and it will be too late for a new opportunity. The opportunities that 2025 brings you should be seized without delay, otherwise you may find yourself among those who never saw their mark of destiny. Don't miss this chance. Remember that for Scorpios, 2025 is not just a year of change, but a real turning point. This is the year when your life will get a new direction, and it is your actions today that will determine how successful it will be. Don't miss the chance to change your destiny. The time is now. It's now or never. Your chance to change your destiny is not empty words, it is a reality that is opening up right in front of you. All it takes is determination and a willingness to embrace change. Saturn gives you a powerful tool for a karmic reset. Every destiny marker you receive in 2025 carries not just change, but an opportunity for amazing transformation. You can choose the path of your destiny, but only today, in 2025, can you make a decision that will open doors that lead to incredible change. Don't waste any time. Act now. This is your moment. Don't let your destiny pass you by. Embrace all the opportunities this year offers and become the master of your life. The sooner you start moving in this direction, the sooner you will feel the world changing around you. Be ready for change, and use every mark of fate not to miss your chance.